Guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be brutally honest here. Now, firstly, congratulations on ECOMI and that Marvel partnership. It done really well. It did extremely well, right? They close out on the month with a bang. 771 million OMI burned today on 2.5 million USD in purchases, which is absolutely insane, right? That's incredible, right? VV knocking it out the park, 4 billion in OMI burns this month, putting us over 12 billion in total. And of course, we can see, well, I do have to be logged in to see this information, but once you're logged in, you can keep up to date with these OMI burns, etc. But do OMI burns really matter? That's what you guys want to know. And to be honest with you, as it stands, no, it does not matter at all. And I'm going to show you guys why. And that's why I do not pay attention to any of this, any data like this. I do not factor it in when looking at price action or at least short to mid-term movement of this price. The macro perspective, very, very long term, of course it will matter, but as it stands, is a complete waste of time watching this data. Now here's why, right? So the total circulating supply, let's just talk about the circulating. So circulating supply of OMI, 216 billion coins, over 216 billion coins in circulation. Now the total supply is 750 billion, right? Coins, guys. 750 billion coins. Focusing on, let's just see how much this was again. 4 billion coins in a month. 12 billion coins. Is this in a month? Okay, yeah, this month. So 4 billion OMI burns this month, putting us over 12 billion in total. I mean, guys, come on. When we compare that to the total, even the circulating supply, this is like a drop in the bucket, right? And of course, we do know even a droplet that is concentrated over time can turn a rock into a pebble, right? So of course, guys, I'm not saying that this in the grand scheme of things won't matter, which is why I said for the macro data, yes, it will apply. But as it stands, this doesn't matter. Like, I would literally stop paying attention to this because it will make no difference to price action. But I'm going to tell you what will make a difference. And that's, of course, is burning half the supply or almost all the supply and completely changing the token metrics, which in my opinion will likely happen. And I can predict this with almost certainty that at some point you will hear that they've burnt most of the supply or half the supply or completely changed the token metrics, for obvious reasons. And obviously it depends on their long-term strategy or what they plan to do with the actual OMI itself, right? So it is dependent on that, but irrespective, I do see a massive, maybe slashing or half a burn, etc. Now that would, of course, take effect on price action, right? For obvious reasons again. But this monthly watching, 4 billion OMI burns and stuff like that, I mean, it's data, which is important, of course. Data is important, but not all data is created equally, right? And the data that we want to be focusing on right now is mainly the technicals. And the reason why I say mainly the technicals, and of course, important fundamental data such as partnerships and exchange listings, right? I'd be focusing on that. And of course, technical. Why? Because we are currently in a bull market, which means even coins with with data that is abysmal, that has pretty much no fundamental data, has no real value, worthless coins are pumping, 10x, 100x, etc. So therefore, of course, if these coins can do that with no real fundamental data or anything, there's no reason why OMI shouldn't do that. And the only way you can read this data is by looking at the supply, looking at the trading volume, etc. And of course, those key fundamental data, like I mentioned, key partnerships, and obviously and exchange listings is what we want to, and I'm going to touch on why partnership and exchange listings in particular are key to fundamental data, because that's what I'm using to predict price, by the way, guys, right? There's a reason why we saw price pump. And then when we saw, obviously, even with that Uniswap listing, we started to make our way to the downside, etc. There's reasons for this, right? So right now we're paying attention to market, number one, trading volume. We're looking at, market sell-offs, coin sell-offs and stuff like this. But most importantly, we want to look at the supply and demand areas, right? And right now we're in a good demand area. A lot of demand will pick up. A lot of smart money is going to come into this and pump price up, but that's the data you want to focus on. This is good, and I commend this person, whoever this is, for taking time out to keep track of this data, etc. So congratulations to them. Everybody has their role to play in this community, but honestly, this kind of data, as it stands, is not of any importance. And guys, before you have those comments, yeah, but A, B, and C, remember I said, even a droplet of water concentrated on a rock over time will turn that rock into a pebble. So I understand that, but guys, hello, 750 total, 216 billion, those small, amounts will take years and years to take effect. So do keep that in mind. But anyway, guys, that's just a quick update on that. But with that being said, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date on all my recent videos. And remember, guys, nothing that you saw in this video was financial advice. So always make sure to do your own research. And guys, guess what? You can stay up to date with all our latest posts, news updates, technical updates, and much more by clicking the link in my description and joining the Telegram group today. That's where you'll be able to stay up to date with all our juicy updates, right? And be a part of the overall story. So do that right now. And of course, if you want to be a part of our $500 to 1 Bitcoin challenge, where we did over 200% in our first month. And this month, we're aiming for 500%. And guys, to be honest with you, just based on my track record, joining for 1 month just to see what we can do would be a wise decision. Anyway, guys, when others are fearful, be greedy. And when others are greedy, be fearful. With that being said, seize the day.